Hi, it's Brigid, your Snake Diet Warrior, reporting to you from Snake Diet Fat Camp. I don't know why that doesn't come more smoothly, but it doesn't. Today I had a heart-to-heart talk with Cole, and I talked about some, very private things in my life, and he made a recommendation that I share it with you guys. Had to think about it for a while. Some of the subject matter is very raw, and so I hope that I can hold myself together while I'm talking about it. First of all, I want to kind of go back to a subject that we've talked about a couple times, and that's hoarding. Hoarding comes in many different fashions. Excuse me, snake juice. Hoarding can be things, food. You've seen people hoard animals. People shop online. They get their good dopamine hit when they do that. But all this does is it builds a relationship with things, not people. And the reason why is things are safe. People are not. Now that's in the hoarder's head, or people's heads that are isolated. Things are safe. I've been isolated from friends and family for many, many years. And, the number one reason is that I'm sick. I've isolated from friends and family. I'm too sick, I'm too fat, I'm too whatever, my house is too whatever. But to be honest with you, I think I'm still grieving for the death of my parents. They passed in 2004 and 2009. I'm the youngest of 7 children. While I focused on my parents during their last, good 10 years or so, every time I came home, I focused directly on them. All my time was spent with them because I wanted every moment to be the very best. And my mom would say things like, this might be your last trip. This might be the last time you see us. And that always stuck in my head. But when I came home, my time was spent there. I didn't go out with friends. I didn't go spend time with family unless we were having family meals. But on the other hand, my 6 siblings, they deepened their bond with each other. I don't know if they had a magic secret that I didn't know about, but they bonded. They bonded more with their children, with each other, and their children bonded. And now my parents are gone, and I'm the odd man out. I have not seen any of my siblings in 8 years. 8 years. Except for one who went to my son's boot camp graduation, and that was about 5 years ago. Not one of them reaches out to me during my illness, and they knew. I didn't share a lot with them, but they knew I was sick. And also, the biggest thing that hits my heart is that it's been 5 years since I've seen my son, my only child. He got out of the Marine Corps last summer. He didn't come back. He's got a beautiful girlfriend that he stays with. But I'm too toxic, or I was too toxic. And I understand, but it still hurts. I want to mend that relationship. But to think of not speaking to your mother, and of course, yes, I was a single mother who raised him. I put everything into him that I possibly could, and I love him with all my heart and soul. And it's hard to see that, especially if that parent is toxic. When will that heal? That will heal probably when I heal. That picture of me that you see with the short blonde hair, platinum hair, and I've got a good smile there, that's only 17 months ago. I went into remission from Lyme disease, and I went from walking maybe 50 feet to walking 2.5 miles within 3 weeks. My girlfriend and I grabbed our bags and we went to Vegas. Within a month, I wasn't in remission anymore. There is so much going on that I can't even begin to tell you what was happening. I went from a size 8 to I can't even tell you, because I was wearing sweatpants and bigger sweatpants and bigger sweatpants. I couldn't tell you. But I can tell you, every time I ate a gallon of ice cream, and yeah, I could do it in one sitting, it was like cutting myself. You know, people who cut themselves? The ice cream and that type of thing was just like cutting myself. Another thing about me is I don't date because I'm not dateable. Coming here to fat camp to me was actually life or death for me. And you might say, oh, she can't be that dramatic or whatever. But that's how I see it. And that's my reality. I was contemplating leaving this earth. And I bugged the heck out of Cole so that I could come here. And I drove all the way from Minnesota to Alberta, Canada. That's how bad I wanted to come here. Yes, it was life or death for me. And no, I can't go home unless I have everything in place. I have my heart in the right place, and I go home and clean up the mess that I've left at home, and I can become whole. So a lot must change. And it starts here and here. And the external part is, you know, me being overweight. But because that's so important to me, that has to go along with the mix. I want to thank you for listening to me. I'm really surprised I made through it without crying. But I also rehearsed this 2 other times where I didn't make it. And I want to thank you for listening. Please subscribe, share this video, and like it. And again, I love my tribe. Please say a prayer for me. I love you all. Take care.